The night was cold, the kind that cuts through even the thickest hoodie. Outside a small-town sheriff station, a boy no older than 10 sat on the concrete step, clutching a paper cup of cold cocoa. His shoes were soaked from the rain, but he didn't care. Every few minutes, he glanced at the frosted window, waiting for his mother's shadow to appear behind it. Inside, his mother, Sarah, was locked in a holding cell for something she didn't do. A single mom accused of theft by her cruel employer, a man who used her desperation as leverage. The boy's name was Eli, and tonight he refused to go home without her. He whispered into the dark, "Mom said never to give up on the truth, so I won't." Hours passed. The officers inside exchanged glances, pretending not to see the kid outside. But one of them, a rookie, kept peeking through the blinds, his jaw clenched with guilt. "That kid's been out there since sunset," he muttered. The sheriff shrugged. "Ain't our problem." And just like that, they turned their backs again. As dawn approached, a quiet rumble grew from the distance. At first it was faint, like thunder crawling over the horizon. Eli lifted his head. The rumble grew louder, heavier, steadier. Then out of the morning fog, dozens of bikes rolled in. Chrome gleamed under the orange sunrise. Jackets stitched with Iron Eagle's MC reflected light like fire. They didn't stop for traffic. They stopped for him. The leader, Tank, stepped off his Harley, 6'4", leather vest covered in road scars, a beard as thick as a forest. He crouched to meet Eli's eyes. "You the kid waiting for his mama?" Eli nodded, lips trembling. "They said she stole, but she didn't." Tank's jaw tightened. "What's her name?" "Sarah Miller." The name hit something deep. Tank looked back at his men. "Mount up. We're going in." The officer scrambled as the bikers filled the parking lot. The sheriff stormed out. "What the hell is this?" Tank took a slow step forward, his boots echoing. "We're here for justice. You locked up the wrong woman." The sheriff laughed. "You think you can scare me with your circus?" Tank smirked. "Nah, I don't scare people. I remind them what fear feels like." The silence that followed was heavier than the morning fog. Inside, Sarah lifted her head when she heard the engines. Her heart raced. She recognized that sound. Her late husband used to ride with the Iron Eagles before he died in service. She pressed her palms against the cold bars. "No way," she whispered. Tears welled up. Eli's father had once saved Tank's life years ago on the highway. Tank never forgot the debt. Tank turned to the rookie officer, the only one with decency in his eyes. "You know she's innocent, don't you?" The rookie hesitated. "Yes, sir. The security footage was doctored by her boss. She didn't take a dime." Tank nodded slowly. "Then fix it." The sheriff barked. "You do that, you're done." The rookie met his glare. "Then I guess I'm done." He unlocked Sarah's cell, hands trembling. The sound of the key turning echoed through the halls. When Sarah stepped outside, the bikers stood in two lines, forming a path toward her son. Eli ran through the center, tears flying, shouting, "Mom!" The moment they embraced, the entire crew took off their helmets and stood silent. It wasn't chaos, it was respect. The kind of silence that says more than any cheer could. Tank turned away to hide the mist in his eyes. As they walked out, the sheriff yelled after them, "You can't just walk away like this!" Tank didn't even turn. "You right, we don't walk away." He whistled, and within seconds, 3 riders rolled up with a USB drive and a printed report. "We already sent the evidence to your chief, Sheriff. Oh, and the news." The sheriff froze. Tank added, "Next time, try locking up the real thief." The bikers escorted Sarah and Eli home. Neighbors peeked from behind curtains as engines growled through the street. Sarah asked softly, "Why? Why did you help us?" Tank smiled. "Your husband saved one of us once. The road remembers kindness. So do we." Eli whispered, "Thank you, mister." Tank tousled his hair. "You take care of your mom now, soldier." Days later, the video of their reunion went viral. Millions watched the clip titled, "Bikers Showed Up at Dawn for a Boy Who Waited All Night." The comments poured in. Veterans, single parents, and strangers all crying behind screens. One said, "This world still has angels. They just ride Harleys." Another wrote, "Justice doesn't need badges. It needs heart." And somewhere out there, Tank smiled at the screen, his reflection hidden behind his shades. That night, Eli wrote a letter to the Iron Eagle's MC. "Dear bikers," it began, "you made me believe in heroes again." He folded it, put it in an envelope, and dropped it off at their clubhouse gate. When Tank read it, he didn't say a word. He just pinned it to the wall beside dozens of other letters from the people they'd helped, the forgotten, the bullied, the broken. Weeks passed, Sarah got her job back, the boss who framed her was arrested. The rookie officer joined a veteran support charity run by the bikers. Life returned to peace. But every dawn, when the engines roared across town for their morning ride, one boy still ran to his window, waving at the horizon. He knew family doesn't always share blood. Sometimes it rides in leather jackets under golden skies. And as the sun climbed higher, Tank's voice echoed in the wind, soft but steady. For every lost soul, there's a road home.